Hey everyone, good evening. Welcome back to episode 20 of Crazy Not Crazy.
20?
Yeah.
Congratulations. 20's
20.
big.
Look at
This
us.
is big.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
impressed.
Yeah.
That's a lot of episodes for you newcomers to get caught up on.
Yeah.
So
You
you
know?
gotta get listening or
Yeah.
watching or whatever you're gonna do.
And you do have to kind of go back to the first couple episodes
Right.
because you'll kind of understand where we're how we got here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll have
With
some understanding.
How we got here, like we made it big, you guys.
We hit
Oh,
20.
goodness. Yeah, I don't know if you'll ever be able to catch us because I mean we are so busy, like signing autographs and stuff.
Definitely Laura. Everywhere she
Yeah.
goes, she runs
Yeah.
into someone that recognizes her from here, from
Yeah.
the podcast.
Yeah, it's happened a few times, like 3 times I think. I told you guys one like about the first 2, but then it didn't end up happening again at Shaw's in Auburn. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
She's the face of Crazy Not Crazy.
She is.
So welcome to episode 20. If you haven't been able to listen or you don't know where to listen or watch us, you can go to our website, and that is podcast.castos.com. I did okay.
You
That's
did.
You did.
You did.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
that's impressive. It's a
yeah.
hard one to say.
It
so
is.
like
It's a tongue twister kind of. It's kind of like the dot or dash or what am I doing here?
There's too many dashes and dots,
Yes,
I think.
yeah, it's
so.
a lot. So on there you can find all of our links for our Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, Instagram. The links are right there. You just click
Yeah.
on them. So good stuff.
Yeah, so we did get some comments on Facebook about some
Oh,
of
yeah.
our names and stuff for
Our Mr. Gnome.
yeah, I don't know, has
Yeah.
some suggestions for a new name possibly. Did you get all them, Laura? Do you have the names?
oh, well, do you want to hear like all the names that have been thrown into the bucket so far?
Might as well, right?
Why
Okay.
not? Yeah.
Yeah. So we have Bud Short that was suggested by Cecile. Fuckhead was from
No,
Betty.
that's a real good one.
I really thought this one was cute. Adrian said Flippy.
That is cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Becky said Chad.
Yeah.
And then we had Nombert by Chelsea and Nomen by that was Christina and Larry by Jen.
Yeah. And the new
Yeah.
ones were what? Flippy and Chad?
Were the most
Those were the-
recent.
those were for this week.
Yes,
So
okay.
We're
yeah.
gonna put the names like just out there for you guys to vote on, and we want to see like what name everybody likes the best. But I think no matter what, we're gonna keep I Don't Know incorporated in this
Yeah.
name
Yeah, I
somehow.
mean, that's just.
Do you know, I don't know
Fits.
is a really good name, but we could, a nickname, like, you know, I'm just throwing it out there, like either Flippy or Fuckface some nights, you know?
Fuckface.
Oh, that's not what she said.
Fuckhead.
Fuckhead,
Oh,
sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
I think
another
it
one of
just-
my
I was
favorites.
gonna say, is that another of your favorites? Or?
I do like Fuckface.
Yeah. And I think it just, again, you know, it just might be depending on what kind of mood Flippy's in.
Right.
Whether he's
right.
Flippy
Yeah.
or he might be Larry.
He might be kind of moody.
He could
yeah. I
be,
mean, he's
like,
flipping you off. So
number.
he might have mood
If
swings.
he's, yeah, he
Yeah.
probably does. I'm sure
Yeah.
he does. So, you know, but whatever name you guys like the best, let us know. But we might stick with all of them
He does look pretty
depending on.
peaceful though. He's sitting
I know,
pretty
he doesn't
chill.
look like he's,
pissed off or nothing.
yeah,
It's like a relaxed flipping off. It's like
he's
yeah.
very happy, like, I don't
Yeah.
care, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, like, whatever.
This is why I am happy.
Yeah.
People stay away from me when I do this.
I get it. I wish, you
Yeah.
know, like, that's a.
Try it out. Maybe people stay away from you. You know?
Yeah, I think if I sit here all night like this.
You're probably not very approachable.
No, no. And
Maybe
even
on
you
the
guys
night.
are gonna be like, should we talk to the bitch
Yeah.
yet? You know, like, what's.
what do you
Hello?
think, Laura?
Kick her under the table.
Yeah, have you talked to her at all today? What are your thoughts?
That's
I haven't
funny.
talked to her, so I don't know. Like,
How is she
is it a
today?
good flip off or is it a bad one?
Yeah. There's all kinds of the flip offs,
Yeah.
so
That's
what's so
funny.
good about it. We always go back to the flip offs.
Yeah,
Everybody loves it.
Yeah.
definitely.
That
So
just
I know,
proves
like,
that.
last week we had Linda, Billy Joe's sister Linda from
Yeah.
Crazy Train Candles on, and we just want to give her a shout out because she gave us some sprays and candles. We've been using them. They smell delicious.
Yeah,
They're
the lemon meringue is
awesome.
really good.
Yeah,
Nice
so
and fresh.
wanted to just give her a shout out
Yeah, I
for a
love
great
'em.
job done, and we have them right here.
Oh, why don't you give us a little spritz while
Give
we're
us a
talking
spritz.
about that?
It's not the eyeball
Can
like
we have-
last week.
Make sure your
Yeah.
drinks are covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you have what, Laura?
Huh?
You said
She
can we
wants a
have?
spritz.
Like a little spritz.
Okay.
A spritz or two.
Open the mouth. See if it tastes like lemon meringue.
Yeah, does it taste like it?
I don't know. I didn't. Well, did I?
Mm.
I didn't try it, but we are
Mm,
back in our
it
lemon.
does.
Yeah, we're back in our lemon bubble again. So
Yes,
life
that
is
smells
good.
good.
Thanks,
It's not.
Linda.
It's not really strong. You know. It's like it
No,
just gives you
Just
that.
refreshing and yeah,
Yeah,
just enough.
Nice
You're not like, you know, it's
Yeah.
just, it's nice.
I don't like stinky smells, and
Yeah.
that's not stinky at all. That
Yeah.
smells really good.
I don't like stinky stuff either. I like to sniff stuff though. But
You
I
are a
don't-
sniffer, so
I'm a
you're just
sniffer.
gonna.
So,
That smells good.
yeah.
Yeah.
We should have probably saved that to do that after. We're all just like.
We're in
Yeah.
a trance now, like, man, this is relaxing. Yeah. So anyway, so do we want to talk about the emails we got?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So one email we got was asking about Crazy Not Crazy, actually. I mean, Crazy Train Candles, sorry, which was my sister's business, her candle business. So the email says, "Hi, Crazy Not Crazy. I watched your episode 19 about introducing the Crazy Train Candles, and I have a question. How did Linda Kluke come up with the name Crazy Train Candles? What a cool name. I'd like to also sniff the candles." Oh, so, and it says, "Thank you, Sarah." So apparently Sarah's a sniffer too.
Ah.
So
Oh,
we're the
yeah.
old sniffer. We know.
So, like, you guys would be best friends, man.
Yes,
You
yeah.
know,
Me
But
and Sarah
that's
could
a
hang
good-
tight.
I can't. I'm surprised we didn't think to ask that, Linda. That,
I
like,
know,
you know,
yeah.
but the time flew right by. But
Yeah.
yeah, let's hear how the Crazy
So-
Train Candles came about.
Right. So the story is my sister and I are originally the ones that started the Crazy Train Candles business. And we just were trying to start a business together, like me and my sister had talked about the last time. We talked about, you know, maybe starting a bakery. We're gonna look into that, but we decided on the candles. And we're thinking of names for a few days. But my sister always called. At the time I had this big Dodge Durango, and my kids were all little. I mean, the twins were what, like 5 years old or so. So I was chaotic. My life was just crazy and chaotic all the time. Like, so she would call.
4 kids, you know,
4
set of
kids,
dads included
just
in
running
that.
around everywhere for sports, and it was just,
Right.
I mean, looking back, I'm exhausted.
I get it. I felt that way with one kid, so I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine doing it with 4.
God, I just,
Right.
like I
You
said, I
know?
feel tired thinking about it. But anyway, so she would always call my Dodge Durango the Crazy Train. Because she's like, she'd be like, "Oh, I could hear you coming from up the road," because I always had the music blasted because I was trying to drone out the kids and
Right,
stuff. You know?
yeah.
But the kids would be like, like singing and, you know, screaming at the top of their lungs. And so she'd always say, like, "I can hear you coming down over the hillbilly drive. I know when you're coming."
That makes sense
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
So she would call my Durango for a long time before we did the candles. It was always, "Oh, the Crazy Train's here." And then I would pull, like, we always went places together, my sister and I. So I would pull in with my vehicle, she would pull in with hers, and, you know, then people would start calling us, "Oh, the Crazy Train's here," because my Durango was black, so it kind of resembled a train or whatever. Kind of silly, but that's kind of how it came about. So when we started thinking about names, she was like, "What about Crazy Train Candles?" And I was like, "You sure? That kind of puts a nod at my crazy life, not, you know," but she was like, "No, this is our crazy life."
I honestly thought it was I thought she just loved Ozzy.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of people ask that.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, that would probably be like everybody's like first thought, you
Yeah.
know, which that's a great song. So yeah, but your story's like really fun and
I
Yeah.
know.
has a good
It's more
little.
personal.
It's
It
a
is.
personable, and that's so great for a main local business to have like those good connections like that, and
Yeah, and
you
it's
know,
cool
a
that
nice
she kept the
story.
name, even
and-
though I only did the candles with her for, you know, a while, because I started working at the Postal Service and I obviously couldn't do a thousand things at once, but so it's cool that she kept the name throughout the years,
Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
it's just her that is running the
That's a
business
cool
now.
story though, because I
Yeah.
really did think it was like, you know, and even when I say Crazy Train, you know, candles, but
Yeah,
before I
you
get
think
to
of-
candles,
yeah.
I'm like crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
So I
That's how
always
I
thought
felt
it was
back
like
then.
an
It's
Aussie,
crazy.
like
Yeah.
it was an Aussie song. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lot of so many people have asked that over the years. Like, did you name it that because of Ozzy Osbourne? It's like, no, it's not because of Ozzy Osbourne.
That's cool.
And then we kind of tell the story.
Well,
So.
I'm glad you got the story out there. So now, like,
Yeah,
it
it's a cool
does
story.
make it like pretty personal now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Actually, one of the messages that we got that I thought was really cool though was the guy from Texas
Yeah.
who liked our peeper audio.
Oh,
If
yeah.
anybody
Yeah. True.
listened to that, we actually got somebody from
Do you know
Texas seems
yeah.
so far away, but you
Right?
know.
Yeah, he's listening.
Yeah.
what episode
So-
was that? Like 18 or something? 17?
No, it was
No.
before that.
Maybe 14 or
Yeah.
15.
Oh, time's
That's what I
flying.
think. I know.
Yeah, because we're at 20 already,
I
you
know,
guys.
I know. But
We
when
need
you
to have like
actually,
those blow things where you can blow on them.
I know.
Oh,
Episode.
we
No
should have brought the
party
party
favors.
favors
I
out
know.
tonight.
Aw.
We suck.
Yeah. Oh, I
we're
wish
always
we
like
thought
a
of
day
it.
late, so
Yeah.
maybe next week.
Let's celebrate 21.
Yeah.
What was I just gonna say though? Oh, the peepers.
Yeah.
On that episode, when you listen to that or watch the video, it's you can hear them all the way through. So
Yeah.
he is right
Yes.
on that. The audio on that night out on the porch
no,
was
you can.
amazing.
Yeah, and we were questioning if you could hear it beyond us
Right.
talking, or even when we were being quiet, because we weren't being quiet that long. So
To us, it sounded loud, but I
Yeah.
wasn't sure that the audio was gonna pick up how. I mean, that
Yeah.
was
Because I
Yeah.
checked
pretty
it
good
out. I
audio.
checked, I checked it out in the morning, and it was like, for a minute there, I was like, what are the peepers doing out?
Yeah.
Because I'm
Yeah.
like, it's broad daylight, and I'm like confused right now. And then you realized it was like that video.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think that was
yeah.
pretty cool. It was
Yeah.
good audio.
it
And
was.
it's really cool that someone from Texas noticed it.
I know.
I wish,
yeah.
hey, if you're still listening, do you guys have peepers in Texas?
I know, right? Well, can you?
Let
yeah.
us know, or anybody from Texas if you're listening.
I mean, it
Do you
seems
guys
like
have
they
peepers?
should, but
Well, don't they need water? Is there a lot of water in Texas?
They probably.
I mean, there's not tons of them. There's not tons of water in Texas.
That's
but
what
it's-
I'm. You're
they're
laughing. You're
surrounded-
laughing at me
Well,
like
they're
that.
surrounded at the bottom of Texas.
Right.
By, like,
I'm
up
sure,
on the
like over there,
north.
there's peepers probably,
Yeah.
but in the middle of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
where it's
I mean,
dry.
they have lakes and stuff, but I don't know if it's like, it's not like Maine. You don't get these big, huge lakes and stuff like that.
Well,
so.
you have a pond in your backyard. I have a pond in my backyard. I mean, the peepers are crazy at my house. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it's super loud.
Yeah, I don't really hear them at my house, and we don't have
No?
water. No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe I just so used to hearing it during the summer. It's just a summer noise.
No,
Yeah.
it is a summer noise, but it drives
Yeah.
me kind of
Uh.
crazy after a while. You know.
Well, so
It's
does the wind.
it's so yeah the wind. I have a noise thing. That's all there is to it. I just can't handle different sounds and stuff.
Right. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's on my last brain cell. It really hurts.
Yeah, it's like that
Yeah,
white
you only got
noise.
one left. It's
One
You
left.
gotta be careful with that one.
Yeah, I
You don't
know.
hold on to that. Just kidding.
So I also wanted to remind people of the last episode 18, I think it was. Yeah, because episode 18. Laura was in the middle of talking about all the Kyles in the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Somewhere, someplace, somehow, they were all meeting up. Someplace, I don't
I'm
know.
curious where and when and how and yeah.
You girls will be impressed. I did my homework on
Good.
this. So I got
Good.
the facts.
All right.
Oh,
On episode 18, I gave you the gist of it, but now I got the story around it. But I gotta read on this one because I don't have it memorized. So it was from Kyle, Texas, on Sunday, May 21st at 4 p.m. They were trying to break the world record, the Guinness record, for having the largest same name gathering.
Oh.
So that was true, and
That was true.
that was true. Is this something she made up?
She wasn't sure that night.
Yeah.
So you can look it up, so you'll see. In the current, so then I got into it to find out for you guys. So the current Guinness Book of World Record, who holds it, it is Kupreski Koski, and that's in
You
Bosnia.
said that pretty good. Well, at least it
Yeah.
sounded good. I don't,
You
know, I
wouldn't
don't even know
know.
if you said it that
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
I know.
it sounded good.
Yeah. On July 30th, 2017, they had the most Ivans. And that was 2,325 Ivans all in one spot.
Really?
So that who holds the record. And the Kyle, Texas one that they just did, they ended up with 1,490 Kyles.
Holy
Oh,
crap, that's
wow.
still a lot of Kyles.
That's
That
a lot
is.
of Kyles in
Yeah.
Kyle, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
maybe they'll try again. And people did come from all over.
They
Right.
did?
Yeah, they
That's-
came
yeah,
from all
that's
over.
weird that people
I
like-
don't ask me from where because I didn't go that far.
She didn't
No,
do
that's
all
next
her
week's
own.
episode.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Where did all the Kyles come from?
Yeah, but they had to prove like that they were really Kyle, like, and show like ID or whatever, and like
Wow.
so it was
So
all
it was
on
like
the
a legit thing.
up and up,
Yeah.
legit. Like you had to
Like
be
you're not
Kyle
just
for
showing
real.
up and yeah, telling
Pretending
people
to
you're
be Kyle.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you gotta be legit Kyle.
Yeah.
So these
You're
were
getting it.
all real Kyles.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I love hearing stuff like that though, you know, like,
Yeah, well, it just shows that there is still simple life out there.
yeah.
That's kind of simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
and what-
people are still looking for that simple shit. Look at us, we're sitting around having a conversation.
Yeah.
Second conversation about it, actually.
And think about what a
Yeah.
boost to that town it was, right? You
Right,
know,
all the
true,
Kyles were
true.
probably
You
eating,
know.
like buying shit, eating.
Yeah,
They
at the
probably, some of
restaurants,
them might have
hotels,
brought their families
family.
and, you know, so it's like
Decided
that
to go back once in a
almost
while.
1,500 people probably was doubled. Like that town must have just blown right up, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. No, that
Well,
was
that's
good.
probably, maybe that was their thought. You know, it was like, ooh, let's get people here.
Well, and it's
Yeah.
probably a small town, so I mean, now
That was-
everyone is heard about Kyle, Texas now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
So-
we're here talking about it now.
Yeah, we're
Second
talking
time.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I almost think, and this, I'm really not sure because I read up on this and that was a while ago. And I didn't write that down. The stuff that I told you, I was sure I wrote down, so. But I think it's near San Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
But
Right.
hard saying, you guys can look that up on your own if you really
Yeah.
wanna know.
If you want to know that nitty gritty, you have to do
Yeah.
that research on
Yeah.
your own.
'Cause-
So, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah,
You know, you
so,
learn something new every day.
well, I was glad to get to have you give us some more information on that, cause you did kind of
I
give
know,
us
I mean,
hang
I was
with
losing
that.
sleep last week or so. I couldn't sleep.
Yeah,
thinking
I
about
was
it.
so excited for tonight
Yeah.
to find out where, when, and how, you know?
I did my research.
Good job, Laura. Yeah, it was good information.
Yes.
So you guys, I have the tip of the week I want to tell you guys about, but I have to tell you the story first, right?
All right.
So I was at work the other day and my phone goes off and it, like 3 times it text message, you know? And I was like, what the heck? So I look at it real quick and I was like, Amazon sent me a text. Sorry, just a minute. My throat's
I know,
dry.
but I think we're all dry. We're all doing the same. Without
Cheers!
I know, without
Yeah.
even, like,
That was so
planning it, yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, for you listeners, we just all like needed a drink for a second, so it's all good.
It's all right.
Yeah.
So I was at work the other day and my phone, I get bleep, bleep, bleep on my text message, you know? And I was like, what the heck? So I look and it says something about my Amazon order.
Oh,
So I had just put the phone down because I was busy, you know? And then later I'm thinking, wait a minute, what? You know?
right.
So I opened it up and it said that my account has been hacked from Amazon. They're trying to buy a vacuum cleaner for $239, but we're trying to block it. We need you to call us.
Right.
So I call him, right? And he's like, did you purchase anything in Ohio? And I'm like, no. He goes, what about California? I'm like, no. And he goes, well, we have your account on hold right now because somebody's trying to purchase a vacuum cleaner. Are you trying to purchase it? And in my head, I'm like, I share my account with Lexi, but I'm like, oh, Lexi could have done it. If I cancel it, she's going to be pissed, you know? But then I'm like, I mean, $239 to some people might not be a lot, but for my kid to order something like
Yeah.
that on Amazon, she would check with me first.
Right,
Like,
of course.
yeah.
or I would know if I need a vacuum clean. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You
Like,
know that she was
I-
looking for one.
Mom,
yeah.
You know
a
you
vacuum
didn't
cleaner
order a
broke,
vacuum,
and
yeah.
I'm gonna order another one, okay, or
Right.
something like that, you know. So of course now I'm in my own head, like, no, she would have let me know, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, we didn't order one. I want to cancel that, you know. He's like, all right, fine. He says, after you're done talking to me, I'm gonna have you talk to my supervisor, and he's gonna make sure that we refund you all the money that was taken. But first, we need you to go on your Amazon account and make sure everything on there is what you ordered. And so I go on there and I'm like looking it up and I'm like, yeah, there's my Prime. I did order that. I go, wait a minute, what am I doing? And he's like, so there's no other charges on there that you can see besides what you ordered? And I go, no, that's all the stuff I ordered. He goes, okay. He says, now I'm like panicking, like, wait a minute, this is too deep for me. You know, I know I do IT here on the show,
Right.
but
You're really good at it.
this was really deep stuff for me, you know? So he says, I need you to go on your phone and go to the Play Store now and type in app remote. And I was like, do what?
Oh shit.
He goes, yeah, just go into the App Store. And I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And I'm not trying to sound mean or nasty. I really was having a hard time understanding what he was saying.
Right.
You know, it was
Yeah.
like, so. But I'm like, you never know, you know. So I had to keep saying, I don't understand you. I can't understand you. And he's like, I could tell he was getting irritated with me
Yeah.
because I'm an idiot, you know. But and I really felt like one at this point because he was playing the hell out of me.
Right.
So he says, just go in there and type in app remote. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I type it in. And he says, do you see any apps on your phone that shouldn't be there? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I got a lot of apps on my phone. And he goes, well, you got to swipe right. And when he said that, I swiped left. And he goes, no, swipe right, not left. And then my phone goes right. And I go, wait a minute.
He was
How did
remoting it on your
you
phone.
get into my phone? He goes, I'm not in your phone. I go, you're in my phone right now because you just swiped my phone.
Oh my god.
So now he's kind of talking fast, and I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't right. This is sketching me out.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
But before this, I had 2 coworkers in there, and I have them on speaker. I'm like, I guess my account got hacked, so I have to work with this and try and get it all
fixed,
situated,
yeah.
And then so they're listening to this, right? So then when I started saying, why is my phone moving? He's like, I didn't do that. No, it wasn't us. He goes, but you need to go into your bank account and make sure nothing came out. He says, you have an app on your phone with your bank account, right?
All your information.
So now I'm like, what the hell? So I say to him, I go, why would I open up my bank account and tell you what's in it? Why wouldn't I just call my bank and find out what's
Right.
taken?
Right.
He's like, because I have my supervisor right here that's going to refund you the amount. We just need to know how much.
Oh,
Well, at this
boy.
point, my coworkers are listening to this,
No way.
and then they start screaming, Kim, you're being hacked, hang up.
Yeah.
And I go, no, I know I'm being hacked. He's working with me to fix it, And they're like,
no, he's hacking.
and they're hacking you right now. Hang up your
Yeah.
phone. So then I'm like, oh my God, we're all standing around and I try to hang up my phone. Well, he swipes it, so I can't get to shut my phone down.
My word,
So he
Kim.
does this like 2 or 3 times. Finally, my coworker grabs it. And thank God he was quicker. Like, he's pretty...
He's
text-
young and stuff probably too,
Yes.
right? And
So
on
he
the
was having
phone
a battle
lot.
with this guy because he's like, every time he go to do something, the guy was swiping my phone.
Oh my word.
I was like, I'm like in shock, like, oh my God, how did this why I'm so stupid, So finally he turns my phone on airplane mode. He gets it on airplane mode. I think he shut my Wi-Fi down, but he was like, that guy was good. He's like, we were in a little sliding war there. Every time we tried to
my
do something, he was like
gosh.
swiping up and down. So then they removed the
That's
app that he put on.
scary.
Billy Joe, I'm telling you, like, they were all just like, Kim, oh my God, if you ever, this is my tip for the week, or forever, for life. If you have somebody that texts you saying that you've been hacked and here's a phone number, call them. Do not ever
Yeah.
call that number.
Right.
Like, I should have been like, yeah, thanks, whatever,
Yeah.
I'll take it up with Amazon.
right.
And I should have called Amazon
yes.
instead of this guy here that just hacked you guys wouldn't believe how fast this was. I mean, it
Yeah.
was like, he's moving his fingers and
Oh, yeah,
I
he's
hit my
hitting
button to
it
shut it
again.
down. He swipes it up and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh
So,
my God,
yeah.
I am screwed. But thank God I never hit my bank account,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was seeing everything.
So my coworker said that because I'm like, he's hacking me right now, isn't he? He goes, no, that's why he still had you on the phone because he didn't get the information that he needed.
Yeah.
So he's like,
Wow.
you were
Have you
this
been
close
keeping an eye
though.
on your
So
accounts?
you're
I'm
so-
scared. I'm
yeah.
still scared. Like I actually have to go to where I got my phone, US Cellular, and I have to see if I guess it's like because I called my bank. They said that nothing's come out, but I said I'm afraid to go in my app because I don't know if they're still on my phone, and are they gonna see me put in my password and stuff, you know, and then they're in my account.
Right.
But everyone keeps telling me no, cause I deleted the app, and you know, like
Yeah.
my coworker went through that whole process, did whatever he did, you know. But they said that when I called the bank,
That's
they told me
scary.
to bring it into US Cellular. They can do a scan to see if I have like whatever on my phone.
Wow.
So I can't go into my app until I do that, you know. So after work tomorrow, I'm gonna stop
That
at
is
US Cellular.
scary.
You guys, and
and like, how many people has that happened to?
this is
Right,
why I
you're
can
so-
understand. People are like, oh my god, I always wondered how, like, what type of person falls for that shit. And I'm
Yeah.
like, me.
Well, you just don't think nothing of it.
You-
That's why.
You
know?
went into just a panic thinking you were getting hacked and wanted to
Right.
resolve it in the
Right.
first
And they
place,
know that.
you
They
know.
know
And I
you
should
just
have
weren't
been like,
thinking and
fuck it, take the vacuum cleaner at
Yeah.
that point, because I'm like, you
Have a
could have just
vacuum
cleaned me out, you know?
And thank God though that you just happen to have people that overheard
Are smarter
and
than
like
me.
Right.
stepped in, you know. I mean,
Right.
and I think, you know, maybe in a different situation you probably would have figured it out too, but sometimes you get that one track mind and you're just like,
Well, I was
You
starting to
instantly,
figure it
like,
out, though.
yeah.
You know, I was
Questioning it,
slowly
yeah. When you're
figuring it
starting to-
out.
You don't have control of your phone. You're like, wait a minute.
I lost control of my phone, and you want me to go into my bank account? No, Amazon is not gonna go see.
No.
No, I'm not
You're
even
not
gonna
gonna have
like.
anything to do with that.
Why? And I told him that. I go, why wouldn't I just go to my bank? You know,
and
like.
Amazon wouldn't even contact you. It'd be your bank that
Well,
would
then
contact
everything
you.
started
Yeah.
clicking as they're screaming at me to hang up my phone because I'm being hacked. But, you know, not fully understanding yet because I'm like, yeah, I know, he's trying to help me because I'm being
Right.
hacked, you know? And they're like, no, you were being hacked right now. And I'm like, oh shit, you know? And then they're like, turn off your phone. So I turn it off and they're standing around me. So I go to turn it off and it swipes up and I was like, oh, do you guys see this?
Yeah.
They're messing with me, you know? And so my coworker grabbed it and he was just like, and we're watching his hands go fast and finally, like, I mean, they're all talking and my mouth's just hanging like, oh my God, this is insane.
Yeah, that's scary.
But
That's
can
so
you
scary.
imagine like an elderly person, like,
Yeah. They would just follow
I mean, I'm
through,
elderly,
maybe.
but not that, you know, like, you know, I'm not quite there yet,
well,
but
it's funny though. It's one of those things like, you know, you see it and you're like, only somebody dumb would fall for it until
Right.
you're like, you
Until
fall
you're the
for
dummy.
it. You
I'm
know?
a dummy,
Yeah.
I fell for it,
Yeah.
because I got in my own head, you know?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, because Lexi, when I told Lexi about it when I got home, she was mad. She's like, Mom, are you stupid?
Mm.
Like, what are you thinking? Don't ever do that. And I'm like, well, now I know.
Now
but
I know.
you know, with doctor's appointments and stuff like that, they send you text messages now.
Yeah.
You know, like I always get a text message saying you have an appointment, da 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 da. But it's always text Y for yes, text N for no, or
Right.
cancel
It's not,
for C.
Yeah.
It's not
asking
call
for
me and let's go over
information.
our
Yeah. The doctor ain't calling and saying, open up your bank account so we can see what's happening.
But that's when it clicked to me. But at first, I didn't think anything of it because I'm like, I get all these text messages from doctors and all this other stuff, you know.
Right.
So it didn't mean anything to me until the only thing at that point was like, oh, Lexi probably ordered a
And
vacuum
you're thinking,
cleaner.
well, I do order on Amazon, you know.
And I
what
do,
mean? So
yeah.
we
Yeah.
all do. So you don't think at first, you don't really think much about it.
And you
but-
could
Oh,
probably
that
just
was the
now.
other piece of it, you guys. When he's like, I need you to go on your Amazon app. And this is like before, like you mentioned my bank, right? I need you to go on your Amazon app. So I go on it. He goes, okay, go under my payments. So I go under my payments and he goes, is that card your card? And I go, how are you seeing my card? He goes, well, I'm not. He says, but you see under payments, is one of those credit
Oh
cards,
my
is one of
God.
those cards yours?
So he actually messed up a couple times.
He
it
did,
sounds
he
like.
did, and that's
Yeah.
what, like, the few little things that he said.
Yeah,
is
you
what
know
triggered.
he's seeing exactly what you're
Because
seeing.
then he
Yeah.
says to me, what about the bottom one? Is that card still yours? And I go, are you talking about the expired one on here? He goes, yeah, can you remove that one? And stupid me did.
Oh
Oh
my
God, Kim.
I know. And then I clicked and I'm like, wait a minute. How are you seeing my shit?
Yeah.
I'm not. And I'm like, you're seeing what my cards are
You
saying.
know
My
what they-
phone's
yeah.
swiping and you want me to open my bank account. Well, they're screaming in the background to
Yeah.
hang up the freaking phone.
You're like,
you
I
know?
might be dumb, but I ain't that dumb.
I'm not gonna let I'm a little slow, but I catch on eventually. Thanks to others telling
It only
me.
took you taking my money, but God damn it, I knew.
You guys don't know how sick to my stomach I was.
Yeah,
Because
that's
this
scary.
was this was happening. It's 5:00 at night now.
Yeah.
We're still at work, you know. And I'm like, the bank's freaking closed. So they said call the fraud line, all this other stuff. Well, I didn't know where the fraud line. I pulled out my debit card. I called the number on back, and they're like, if you lost or stolen your credit card, that's what this line is
Kim's like,
for.
I know I just gave my whole bank account
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
I know, and I'm like, I said to
Not just my
Lexi,
credit
Do you
card,
have
my bank
a
account.
button for that?
you guys, I was seriously sick to my stomach
I
thinking
bet.
that.
imagine, yeah.
I mean, I didn't open my bank account, so there's no way I don't think they could get in there because I have to actually punch in the number every time. It's
Right.
not saved. You can't
Right.
just hit it, you know. And it's still right now is freaking me out, you know, because
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't dare go on my app to make sure
Well,
I'm
it's
not
scary
getting
to
hacked.
think that he was looking at your phone just like you were.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's scary.
So that's
Yeah.
really a good tip for everybody too, you know, like when people contact you, you can always like hang up and then like find the number yourself and like call the official company or what I do. I think I've like
I think
had
you
the
actually
same thing
told
from
her that last
Amazon.
week, though.
We
Yeah,
should
that
do
could have
that.
been a good
Have
tip
it
I think
come
you're
out.
so late.
Yeah, you know, you go onto your Amazon account, you can clearly see there's no vacuum like on your account, so you know like somebody's trying to hack you and you know, so pay attention to stuff like that, everybody, and
The only thing I
You
can
know.
say is don't get in your own head and be like, you know, like
No, if it feels wrong,
if
don't
it
do it.
right because I knew it was
Yeah.
because I even put my phone down after, you know.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, whatever, you know, it's
Yeah.
not true. It's gotta be stupid. Then I'm like, but is it? You know?
Right. Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
definitely very scary for sure.
yeah, never
Yeah.
download apps on your phone by any major businesses when they're like, you know, what was it they told you to put on there, remote,
App
some
remote.
app remote.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
that's,
that's a big
That
red
should
flag.
have been a big red flag.
From our IT person.
But wait though, you guys, in my defense, I could barely hear what he was saying. So I'm just like, you want me to put what? Do what? And he's like, then he started spelling it out. So I spelt it out and not even
And
thinking,
then
like,
after she's right, she puts it. She's like, "Fuck, that spells app remote."
still didn't click until I was like, wait a minute, oh my God, look at what I
Yeah.
just did.
Oh,
So we had to
goodness.
uninstall that, you know, like, I don't know, it
Yeah.
was just a mess and I was sick
Definitely.
to my stomach and I was
Yeah.
like, how could I have fell for that, you know?
No, for sure. Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that, Kim. That might save a lot of people.
Yeah.
By hearing
So
that.
do not text back don't call back a number from a text.
Yeah.
If you think that you got fraud or anything like
Everybody
that.
listening is
Right.
like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I know. Do you know how many people are saying that right now? They're
But
probably
Just
like,
no shit.
Just
really,
in
Kim?
case,
No
so-
kidding, you
Yeah.
dummy, you know?
But just in case, don't
But I
give your
even think
account
deep down
number.
I knew
your,
that. I don't know what
Yeah.
made me go
Right.
through with this, you know?
Right.
It was
You
just the
just-
strangest
Maybe because
thing.
you were at work too, so you were just like you were already
Well,
like
sometimes you just
working
panic and
and-
you're not thinking straight. That's all.
you know you were just
But
like
thankfully
working
you
and
had
like I
your
gotta deal with
coworkers.
this real quick because I'm at work and then you know
Well,
so
thankfully
your mind
coworkers
was on
are
other
very-
things.
Thank God
and-
they heard it,
yeah.
you know?
So shout out to
But
them
I'm like,
tonight.
I'm sitting there like, yeah, I know I'm getting hacked.
Yeah.
This guy on the phone's helping me.
That's so
Oh
funny.
gosh.
Oh.
But
There's
hopefully
your
you
tip
guys
for
are, you know better, so if not, I know better now anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
so a good lesson learned
Yeah.
without like any harm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Thankfully, no harm done.
Thank, well,
Yes.
I hope not still, cause I
Keep your
I know
eye
it's
on
not,
it.
'cause I keep calling,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen, but I keep in touch with the bank and they're like, nope, still no activity.
Yeah, you
and I'm
just
like,
want to
thank
pay
God.
attention.
Yeah,
Yep,
definitely.
definitely.
Well, thanks for listening tonight, guys. I appreciate
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah,
hanging out.
Have a good night, everybody.
we'll see you next week,
For
Episode
21.
21.
Congrats
Episode.
on
Episode. Episode.
We
See
might
why
be
it's so
having,
easy for people
Yeah.
to take advantage of me?
we could be having an episode
Yeah.
right now. Night, guys.
All right.
All right,
good night.
good night.